Hi, it's Snorgle. Welcome back to my 4th anniversary special, where I'm in peaceful Minecraft, just playing this super chill game and really trying to go over every single game that I've played and give a little review of it, every single game, in chronological order. That's 173 games. We're more than halfway through. I predict there'll probably be just a couple of videos left. I was going to do something. I was going to start building a house here, and maybe I still will, but I still want to try to do a little more travel. We'll see. We'll see. Let's cut this tree down. What is this tree? I don't know. Let's cut it down and find out. Okay. Because we're going to need an awful lot of wood. Just an enormous amount. Hold on. Let's see. I can put this here. And then we'll want to make sure I'm not missing any wood, because some of these trees can grow out a little bit. While I'm doing this, let's talk about what we're going to next. So the next game that I played was part of the Cube Escape Rusty Lake series. See, where's my bed? Oh, my bed's right here. Part of the Cube Escape Rusty Lake series, and that is... Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I'd go to sleep that quickly. And that is Cube Escape Arls. Now, this one is sort of... I think that this one in particular is not part of the overall story. It's got this sort of distinction of being about Vincent van Gogh, which is strange enough as it is. It's very odd, interesting, but it doesn't really. I don't think it really applies to the story. I don't think that any part of it ever really applies directly to the story. Okay, so I'm just moving some stuff around here because I was going to build a house here, but I don't think I am. I want to try something. So let's see now. We'll take those. We have that. Yeah, let's go. We're going to head down. So I want to try something, which is the sun's coming up there. So that's the direction we're going to go. We're going to head towards the sun in the morning. Excuse me. I'm going to head directly towards the direction. So I mean, not in a straight line necessarily, but ish. We're headed that direction. We're going to keep going that one direction. All right, well, that didn't work out. We need to find someplace to put our boat out. That is not the place. So maybe we will go up here. Who knows? I don't know. There's not a place down there. Hey, copper. Do I need it? Probably. Nope, not a place down there either. Not sure what I've gotten myself into. Anyway, it's the Cube Escape Arls, interesting game. It's an interesting creative choice, why they chose to do something that wasn't really part of the story. It's the only game that's like that in this whole series. Very interesting. And because of these are so short, I play a couple of the Cube Escapes in a row, so the next game after that was Cube Escape Harvey's Box. And Harvey is a bird, a literal bird, as opposed to a figurative bird. Yeah, Harvey's a bird, and he's a parrot. I think he belongs to one of the Vanderblooms, and he simultaneously, not simultaneously, but he appears as an anthropomorphized parrot in some games, and in other games he appears as a regular parrot, like a proper bird parrot in a cage. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to describe the Cube Escape games because they're so deeply strange. I'm not even sure I can keep track of it myself. After that was a game that is really put itself into my top 10 list. Absolutely, like flat out in my top 10 list of games. I probably maybe in the top 5. It's a game called Unpacking. And if you haven't heard of Unpacking, it's let's see, we need to go around some certain obstacles. Holy crap, how deep that is. It's a game that where it tells a story with absolutely no dialogue. There's no exposition. It tells the story simply by you unpacking this woman from the time she's a small child until she's a full-grown adult. You're unpacking her possessions every time she moves. So it starts off with her in her own very first bedroom. And then it moves on to when she goes to college, and when she graduates with college and lives with, and it's I have to say, I don't think I've ever seen a story so masterfully told this way. Legitimately. Like you really become acquainted with who this person is just through unpacking her stuff. It's remarkable. It's legitimately remarkable. It's absolutely amazing. The writer, the writer I believe was also the director, and she just did such an amazing job. It's I've never experienced anything like that. It really is. Wait, I forgot to took my thing. Doggone it. What is wrong with me? Okay, that's oh, here we go down here. Okay. Oh, look at that. I could have just cut through. All be sculpted. Here, we can do this. Nope, wrong one. Let's see. Do we not have space to put it? There. Let's go. There we go. Yep, keep heading this way. Maybe now we'll actually find some places that we haven't seen before. I feel like this might be one of them. I don't recall this. Unless that was the boat where my stupid boat disappeared. That was weird. Wait, hold it. We are going to take a little diversion because this is the first village we've seen. The entire playthrough. That's cool. Let's keep going. So unpacking. So it's deeply satisfying. You basically just unpack all her stuff and put it all away. I just can't describe it any other way. You really should pick this game up because it's such an incredible, just a masterclass in how to tell a story without any language at all. It's amazing. After unpacking, it's the final in the Frog Detective series, Corruption at Cowboy County. And again, so funny. This whole Frog Detective thing is just so remarkably funny and clever and witty. It's so great. Okay, let's see. Get out of here. Down here. Come here. There. Hello. Hi. How do we get up from here? Maybe up here? I'm never good at this. I always see YouTubers do this, and I never don't quite know how to do it. Oh, there we go. Okay, space. Nope, I can't. I'm having trouble steering. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Uh-oh. No. Uh-oh. Ouch. Okay, find another way up. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, Corruption Cowboy, again, the whole Frog Detective series, super funny, really hysterical. Just a delight. Absolutely a delight. Okay, nothing there. I don't think these people know what they're doing. This is a really inconvenient village. I was going to say, you know? Let's see, can I get over here? Oh yeah, okay, we can kind of get up here. Okay. Yeah, if you're just looking for a really fun, a really interesting, fun, silly good time, the whole Frog Detective series is just so great. It's and again by a tiny little shop out of Australia. I think it's a 2-person team. Just fantastic. Absolutely lovely. What's in here? I don't need bread. I will take the bundle. What's this? I don't need the melon seeds. I don't need the wheat seeds. Yeah, I'll definitely take the bundle. I could use that. Okay. Look around a little more. What's in here? What's that? A table. Neat. After Frog Detective, Corruption at Cowboy County, Wind Peaks. And Wind Peaks is another straightforward puzzle game. Point and click. Really good. I mean, just a really straightforward. I will say this. It ended very strangely. I'm still not quite sure. Like if they were maybe vying to huh. Oh, like a library. That's interesting. Huh. I don't know if they were like vying to set this up for a sequel or something. I don't know. It's weird. The ending was weird. You're sort of going through and doing this point and click, find the thing, hidden object game. you're like a Boy Scout troop and going up to this place on a thing, and then somebody comes up missing, and it's fine, right? But upgrade gear, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that does. But at the end, there's like a UFO that comes out of nowhere. Like it's nowhere in the story. What do you call it? Abducts like the entire Boy Scout troop. That's the way it ends. Like it's so incredibly bizarre. Like it's really, really weird. Can I get a second bucket? Yeah, we'll take the buckets. Why not? I'm not proud. Much? Okay. So we need to go this way, which is fine. Yeah, it's a very, very odd game. After Wind Peaks was a game I've wanted to play for a while at this time. Dinner with an Owl. And you're called in and you're supposed to have some type of contract. It's unclear what you're doing for this contract, but some type of contract with this anthropomorphic owl. And he so it seems like that he's actually holding all these people in his mansion hostage, kind of. They're all terribly afraid of him, and it's deeply weird. It's a deeply weird game. It's very strange. No? We can't go to sleep yet? Looks like we can. Now we can. Okay. That's a very strange game. I think that there is a prequel game that the developer released. Let's see. How can we go down here without dying? Maybe not. What about here? Let's try it. Ouch. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's get our boat out. So we need to go this way, I think. Yes. So we can sort of be where we need to be. Yeah, I think we were this way. Not a lot, but quite a ways. Okay. And turn towards the sun. Nice. Keep going. Very nice. Okay, so after Dinner with an Owl, I played a game called Arise, a simple story. And essentially you're dead. And you have to go through these different things in the afterlife, helping people, and you don't know anything about your life. And you end up going through, and each chapter you find out a little more about your life. And the joys you had, and when you met your partner, and the tragedies, and it's absolutely delightful. It's such a, what the scorp is that? What is that? It looks like a building. Huh. That's odd. What that is? Anyway, it's a delightful game. Very cool. You have to go around and do some platforming and puzzle solving. It's a really delightful, thoughtful game. Next was maybe one of the more obscure games I played. It's a game called Our Mountain. And Our Mountain was made by a small group of teens from Thailand who wanted to make a game, and good for them. It was okay. I don't think it was great, but given who made it, they did an absolutely great job. They did a fantastic job. Just killed it. They did such a good job. I had some issues with the story, a couple issues with the story, to be frank. There was a point where I'm not going to tell too much about it, but essentially you are sort of a hermit. It's interesting. I'm going to go over there because they have some of that reed stuff that we might need. We'll point our boat in the right direction though, so we know which way to go. There we go. Okay. Stop. Oh. And you just have to go, and your doggo is sick, and you end up having to leave the mountain in order to get medicine for your doggo. 100% because of the protagonist's neglect. The dog ends up dying, which I feel like, just a storytelling technique tip to the kids. Don't kill pets if you don't need to. like it's upsetting. But it was, I think at the time I did it, there were like five Steam ratings or something like that. Like it's a very obscure game, but I enjoyed it. It was fine. After Our Mountain was a game called Tiny Echo. And I deeply enjoyed this game. It was really interesting. You're sort of this mail carrier, and you have to deliver letters to specific beings underground. And you're sort of it's not quite sure what you're doing, but as you go through, it's one of those things you go through, the story slowly ends up developing, and you understand what's going on. It's very interesting. Really, really interesting. Then I played a game called Pinstripe. And we're getting into relatively modern time here. Pinstripe was such a fantastic game. Just amazing. Featured a bunch of voice acting from OG YouTubers. Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, I think one of the guys from Game Grumps. It's just a fantastic game. It's a platformer. It tells a really good story by a small indie developer. Just super fun. Absolutely super fun. A really, really great game. Very interesting. Lots of little hidden things. It's just fantastic. It was so great. Let's see. We need to make sure we get this. So come here. Okay, we go up. Let's hit up. Moo to you too. Moo to you too, sir. Or ma'am. I guess to be ma'am. Since it's the cow. Yeah, keep going. Okay, we already have, just to head in one direction, we have already... I got a question. What happens if I hold this? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So I guess I'm mapping where I am. I should have been doing that the whole time. Let's go. So, after Pinstripe, played another Cube Escape game. Cube Escape Case 23. And in this one, you're an investigator investigating into the death of Laura Vandervloom, who's one of the titular characters. Again, deeply weird. Still don't understand the game. It's very enjoyable, and there's a ton of different theories on what the game means and why it's the way it is. I'm not sure that anyone fully understands it, but there are some people who are really into it. There's a belief of somebody who's Dutch who regularly comments on my videos and it is super helpful for sharing information on how it's more meaningful if you're Dutch and because of the names that people called and things like that. It's absolutely fantastic. It's marvelous. Such a great game. Is that a llama? Looks like it. Huh. Let's see. Guess we keep going, I guess. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, we're just going to keep going. Try to keep going the same direction. I think we've already hit, we haven't hit a new biome, but we've definitely hit different things than we were before, for sure. Which is fantastic. So, then I played a game called Katie in Meow Meow Land. And again, it's probably as weird as you think it is. We'll just go around this for now. We don't have to get our boat out. We could have swum across it, but you know what? We're not going in an absolute straight line. We're just kind of trying to head the right direction-ish. Okay, let's go. The Katie Meow, again, really bizarre, a very, very, very strange story, very strange game, mainly puzzles with a little bit of platforming, storytelling. They were pretty good puzzles. Actually, the puzzles were actually quite fun. I'm going to, I think, no, that's fine. I'm not going to. I was going to fill up one of my buckets with water, but I don't know why. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep going. Am I headed the right way? I should be headed this way. right? The exact opposite of that. So this way. Okay. Let's see. Put our boat down. Get in it and go across. And again, I'm absolutely not saying I'm going in an absolute straight line at all. I'm just cruising. Sorry, nope. Okay, let's go. Kitty Meow Island, very funny, interesting, good puzzles, challenging, very challenging game. Very weird, but also very challenging. Enjoyable, very enjoyable. Next was a game called My Brother Rabbit. And this was a game where you're sort of in this fantastical world, and there's cutscenes, and the cutscenes show a very different story where you're the younger brother of and your older sister is very sick, like in the hospital sick, maybe life-threatening sick. And you have to really try to get her better, and so you try to cheer her up by coming up with these fantastical stories of her brother Rabbit. And whoa. Holy crap. I guess I can go down here and go back up, right? Yeah. Whoa, look at that. Jeez. And so your little, the little brother comes up with these fantastical stories of the adventures that her little stuffed rabbit has. And then, of course, you play those adventures in the game. It's fun. It's touching. It's told really well and respectfully. It's a really, really good game. Very clever. Hard, very hard. The puzzles are extremely hard. Okay, let's see. We're just going to come down here. Yeah, so far, not dying. Ouch. I say as I almost die. Okay, I'm guessing we could just put the bed. Oh, wait, where's the bed? Yeah, hold on. Put the bed here. There we go. So then we hit another Cube Escape. And again, keep in mind, there's like 25 Cube Escape books, right? Where's the sun? I think it's this way, I think. Okay. Hard to tell when you're in a valley surrounded by mountains. That's all right. We'll plow through. The size of these trees are amazing. What kind of trees they are? I think they come up as oak, or maybe just jungle trees. But I really would like to know what kind of trees they are. Like, what do they model after? Like sequoias or something like that? Uh-oh. Up. Come on. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Intruder in Anaquonia. And Anaquonia, apparently I believe it's supposed to be a small Spanish town. And you just end up in this town and you have complete amnesia. You have no idea who you are, why you're there. And you have to solve puzzles and do these other things to figure it out, to find out why you're there. And there ends up being this fantastical mystery. It's very cool. It's extremely cool. And then you kind of find out that you initially think, oh, maybe I came there because I had some sort of connection. Like there's an implication, there's a connection with your family, but then it turns out that maybe you were like a secret government agent, but then maybe you were not that at all. You were something really terrible. It's a really, really interesting story. Next up was a game that is chock full of nostalgia for me. Haunt the House Terror Town. And the reason it's chock full of nostalgia, this is by Super Flash Brothers. I want to go over here and see what this stuff is over here. We're going to still keep on our route, but it doesn't, just because I'm doing this doesn't mean I'm heading in one direction. Doesn't mean I'm going to not check out some stuff. Like this island over here intrigues me. So I want to go check it out. This is definitely new. This is certainly new. Okay. And Haunt the House Terror Town was a free Flash game online. In the early 2000s, free Flash games were quite the thing. This was by Super Flash Brothers, and I'm so glad that it's just a wave of nostalgia from your childhood. I'm so glad. I'm absolutely so glad that that they redid this game and decided to make it available on Steam. Because it's exactly the kind of fun you would think when you'd go to Newgrounds and play some of these games. You know, it's just fantastic. Like really, really enjoyable, fantastic. Just hits you straight in the feels. Okay, let's see here. How am I going to do this? Wait, I know, hold on. I like to make it a little bit like here. Yeah, there we go. Because sometimes things get squirrely. Okay. There we go. Good. Whoa. Okay, the reason I'm getting these is you can make paper from these, and apparently paper is very valuable in doing certain things. And I don't know how long I'm going to keep this world. I may do an occasional video here and there. I kind of like the chill vibes of it, frankly. Not gonna lie. I like the other one too. I'm still playing my other Minecraft video, the regular Minecraft, of course. But I'm also doing this one. I kind of like just being able to talk about stuff while doing this. So I might keep both of them going. Who knows? Who knows? Not me. I'm just playing it by ear. Just playing it by ear. Hey, buddy, how you doing? After Hunt the House Terror Town, a game called Feed All Monsters. And again, an absolutely straightforward puzzle game. Almost no plot at all. Just a rock solid puzzler. Absolutely rock solid puzzler. Really fantastic. Good. Highly, highly, highly recommended. All right, so what was next? A game called Wuppo. And this is another game that I heard as described as one of the best games that people haven't really heard of. And it was good. It was very good. What is this? So I was told previously to stay away from these things because they're bad, evil even. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a respawn point over here. We're just going to get off, set the bed, do a respawn point, and then we're going to hit that because nothing can kill us. Nothing can kill us. Excuse me. Okay. Good. Back up. Let's go take a look at this thing. Where was it? Where was it? Oh, it's over here somewhere, maybe. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Wuppo it's a big game. There's huge parts of it that I absolutely didn't see or finish. A bunch of different levels, really challenging, like a very, very challenging game. Interesting story, really, really complicated puzzles. Just a fantastic game. Super cool, really interesting. Very underrated. Again, a very, very underrated game. I 100% agree with that. I had never heard of it before, and it's I can't speak more highly of it. It's just a fabulous game. I played a game by a small studio out of France called Old Man's Journey. And in it, I think that you discover that it looks like you're a former sailor. You're retired, an old man, and you get some note, and you have to, go somewhere. And it's not good news. It's clearly not good news, right? Hello? It's obviously very bad news. And you're not sure what it is, but then it probably, oh wait, I can take this. I can take this. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. It's extremely bad news, and you're not, like I said, you're not quite sure what it is, but it's something bad. And as you go through, you look at different parts of your life. What's this? Cartography table. What? I might not mind that. Should I take that with me though? To space? I was gonna say a bag of holding, but that's not what it's called. Hold on. Let's see. I can put it in there. I can put it in here. Yeah. We can put this in here too. It's full. What do you mean it's full? Oh, because it only holds 6. Got it. Okay, that's whatever. What is this? Again, I've been told that these were very bad. I'm really tempted to, can we go in? Ooh. Okay, so nobody's in here. Are people usually in here? I assume. What's in here? Potatoes, dark oak log. Ooh, crossbow. Do I need a crossbow? No, I don't. There's nothing to crossbow. Okay. I don't know why. People have told me, do you see one of these things? Stay the heck away because it is bad news. So I assume that this is filled with bad people who are not in this game because bad people aren't in the peaceful edition. Okay, sitting there, so we need to go this way. It is starting to go down though, so maybe we should find a house with a free bed and spend the night in this little town, this lovely little town. Delightful, lovely little town. No bed in here. Did I look at this? I did. Wait. Compass. Yes, please. Okay, maybe it'll help me from getting lost, maybe. Kitty. Let's see. I'm just trying to find someplace with a bed that's open. Not finding much. Bed? Hello? Nope. There we go. What's in here? Another bundle. Perfect. Let's see what else put in there. Put this in there because I didn't really need it. That's only taking up one space, so that's fine. I'm not sure I really need this. So let's put that in there too. No? Okay, guess you can't put that in there. This in there? Yes. Okay, cool. Okay. Not quite nighttime yet. Man tries to go to his, okay, let's see. Can we? Oh, shoot. Okay. There we go. So, Old Man Journey, really nice. Like just a absolutely delightful game. Touching story, nice ending. Really, really good. Just a great game. Highly recommended. Next was a game called Sumatra, Fall of Yandy. And it's just you're this person who's working for a really terrible boss, like an objectively horrible person who's taking advantage of you, and you end up sort of abandoned in the woods, and you have to try to find your way home, and your buddy is there with you, helping you. It's a really interesting story. I highly recommend it. It's a little bit light on the story, but the story that it does tell is really quite interesting. After that is a very short game called Mortician's Tale. And essentially you are a new graduate of mortuary school, and you get your first job as a mortician. It's a small family-owned mortuary. And you go through and do all the mortician stuff. It's not bleak really much, but it's just it's an interesting look at the mortuary business, and the difference between a small mom and pop shop and a big like corporate global, publicly traded one. It's profits everything. It's really fascinating. It's a really interesting look at the mortuary business. Then I played a game called Sacrificial Lighthouse. And this was an interesting puzzle game with a pretty unique story. And I'm not going to tell you the story because I think it would ruin it. I think I'm just going to say that if you're looking for an interesting good time, I say this is pretty good. This is pretty good and kind of interesting and fun. Highly recommended. Then was a game that turned out to be one of my favorite games, I think, in the top 10, I would say, is a game called Killer Frequency. And essentially, you are a somewhat disgraced radio DJ from the big city, I think Chicago. You had millions of listeners, and something happened. They don't say what it was, but something happened to completely derail your career. And you end up working at this tiny, tiny little radio station in this tiny little town. And like there's some more over there. On your like first week of the job, a serial killer ends up coming through town and kills most of the small police staff. And the 911 operator has to travel to the next nearby town, which is like 4 hours away, to get help. And so all the 911 calls are routed through your radio call-in show, your midnight radio call-in show, and you have to try to help these people. You have to try to help them stay safe, and find what you have to give them advice, and what the advice you give them determines whether they live or die in the game. It genuinely does. Everybody can die, or I think everybody can live. I think I did everything except one high school kid died for me. One. Which I still feel a little bad about, but I don't know what else I could have done in that case. I really don't. But I would love to find another game that's like that, because it was such an interesting game. It was so cool. It really was just a legitimately fascinating, interesting game. Put together really well. It was just you and your producer on the radio, and they would call in and you do stuff. Every once in a while you had to leave the safety of the studio, which was legitimately always a little frightening, because whoa, holy crap. Don't want to fall down there. I mean, if I did, I guess aim for the water. Just a really great game. Just a fantastic game. Super fun. Fun, interesting, great game. Let's see. Where am I going to get out of here? I don't know how. I'll go down here. Why not? Why the splurp not? I'm not exactly sure where I'm headed, but somewhere. Well, definitely seeing different biomes. I don't think I've seen a desert biome yet. The one I was calling a desert was not desert objectively. I believe it's called the Badlands. And originally they called it Mesa, which I think is more fitting, honestly. Because you had those mesas, you had the southwestern sort of terracotta. It's a little weird they called it Badlands. I don't quite understand that, because Badlands is like South Dakota, right? But South Dakota does not look like that. Like it just does not look like that. Hello, don't mind me. I'm just coming through. So then I played, after Killer Frequency, I played a game called Tangle Tower, and so this is part of the Detective Grimoire series, and there's several games in this series, and I just haven't played any of them. I missed them all, and I actually enjoyed it. Hello, I don't have any meat for you. I'm sorry. If I did, I'd feed you something. They're just not moving. Maybe that's what they do to apex predators in peaceful mode. I don't know. Like, that was weird. Where can we go? Can we go over here? Wait, can I look at my compass? Hold on. Wait, oh, doggone it. Wait. No. There we go. That's it. There. Where's the compass pointing? North? Maybe? Oh, no, the compass points to our original spawn point. Okay. Well, I want to kind of go look at this mountain over here. Also kind of want to look over here. Well, let's head this way. Let's head this way. I'm not sure where. Oh, there's the sun, so we need to head. Let's see. The sun's setting. The sun's setting going down that way, so we need to go this way. Okay. Got it. So, Detective Grimoire series, you're an investigator, and in this case you're investigating a very strange murder, and you're with your sassy assistant. It's really fun. It's great. Really challenging investigator series. As you notice, I started off doing a lot of private, like detective when I first started out, and I kind of had not done one for a while, so it was really great to get into another one of these. I liked it. I'm probably going to play the first Detective Grimoire because I liked this one so much. I will definitely want to play more of them for sure. It was fun. We are in a swamp. Okay. I think that's witches in swamps, maybe, or there can be. What is that? What is that? Looks like a giant mushroom. Huh. That's weird. Are we still in a swamp? I'm so confused. What are these blue things? What are these? Oh, just brilliant blue flowers, huh? Interesting. Not sure I'm still hit it the right way, but that's all right. I'm going to head this way. 180 degrees, this way. Oh yeah, because we're headed the exact opposite of where our original spawn point is. Okay, so those are giant mushrooms. That's interesting. Huh. Have I seen those before? I don't recall. Okay, there's some pumpkins over there. This looks like it's still kind of swampy. Let's see how we're going to do this. Excuse me, cow. Let's do this. Buck. I know. There we go. So then after having played Little Kitty Big City, I kind of wanted to play another kitty game. And so I chose a game called A Street Cat's Tale. And it was because I chose it because I've heard many people, I heard multiple people describe it as the closest thing to a feral cat simulator you can get. And how can you not play that, right? I mean, how can you not play that game? Again, you're a little kitten. Tragedy hits. Your mother is in a car accident, and they're taken away to the pet hospital, and you have to fend for yourself. You can easily die. You have to survive, I think, 6 days. I think I got the best ending. I think, although I played it multiple times to get multiple endings. And I think I ended up getting the best ending at the very end. I'm pretty sure I did. Because you end up reunited with your mom, who's okay, and then you end up housed and not on the street anymore. So, I mean, I can't imagine that there are better ending than that, but there's a bunch of other endings where you die and other stuff. Like it's a super interesting. It's a really interesting game. Let's see. What are we doing here? We're going to rearrange some stuff here. Boat goes here. Let's go ahead and put bed can go up here. I don't need these at the moment. This can go over here so it's a little neater. Okay. Let's do some crafting because I need some more tools. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get some more tools. Thank you. And we'll put this up here. And we have some rocks. There we go. There we go. Great. Now, also don't forget to take this back. Perfect. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with this. I'm hitting use and it's not doing anything, so I have no idea. Okay. Let's get going. Let's see, what game was next? Oh my gosh. After that was a game called A Little to the Left. And again, just a straight puzzle game, but one of the most deeply satisfying games you will ever play. There's also 2 DLCs, which I played, which we'll talk about in a bit. But essentially, you're just presented with typical household items, and it's your responsibility to make sure that they're organized. Some puzzles have 4 or 5 different solutions, And you have to figure it out. So here's an example would be you're given a collection of sports balls, right? And you have to figure out how you're supposed to arrange them. So maybe you arrange them by size. Maybe you arrange them by how many times it bounces. So things like that. And it's such a satisfying game. It's all just about arranging stuff in the neatly and deeply satisfying ways. It's really, really fantastic. Pick it up without hesitation. Also pick up all the DLC too. What's that? What is that? What is that? Let's go look at that. Is that one of those portal things? Kind of looks like it. I'm not a portalologist though, so I don't know. Let's see. This. Okay. Let's go see. I think they have cool loot there, I think. I think that's what it is. I think that's exactly what it is. In the middle of the water though, huh? Come here. I don't trust you not to go away. Get up. Okay, don't walk on those things because they hurt. There's lava somewhere around here. Yeah, right there. What's in here? Gold bars, yes please. We have projectile protection and break. I guess I'll take them. I don't know why I need them, but sure. I think we already have one of those. Fire charge, sure. Lodestone, why not? And obsidian. And I'll take this too, whatever. Fine. Okay. Let's see. Let's set our boat down. Get in it. And let's see. We need to go back. Because we were over here. I don't remember which way we're going though. Now the sun's out and I can't tell. Oh wait, yes I do. We need to go the exact opposite. I think this way. No, that's the way we came from. Doggone it. Well, we'll go and we'll just see. We'll pick it up in the morning if we can't. If we're too stupid to figure it out. That's always in play. That is always in play. I'm very much enjoying this sort of interesting just checking out the world. It's so fascinating. I didn't see a witch's hut, and I'm told that there is a witch's hut. There's a lot of information about black cats that seems to be incorrect that I've read. So I'm not sure. I don't like incorrect information about black cats, I'll be honest with you. I think this is where I came from, I think. I don't know. Well, we can head back the right way again after we stop. That's fine. I think that this is where I came from. I think. It is. And then I was heading this way and saw the thing. What was the thing? I don't know. We'll just go in a direction and hope for the best. Go in a direction and hope for the best. So after a little to the left was a game called Road 96. And this is a very interesting game because it's another game where there is a bunch of different endings. You don't play as the same person every single time. It's procedurally generated. So who you play as is procedurally generated, and the situations you get into are procedurally generated. It's a really interesting game about this dystopian government, and you're trying to get to Road 96 because then you might be able to leave, and maybe survive this dystopian nightmare. It's really interesting. It's such an interesting game. And the fact that who you play at is procedurally generated makes it so interesting. And the situations are, although scripted, the situations aren't completely procedurally generated. They're sort of kind of procedurally generated. It's just a clever game. It's a super, super clever game. Really, really, really fun. I think that there is not a DLC. I think that there's maybe a prequel to it, which I would very much enjoy playing. I would absolutely be in for a Road 96 prequel because I enjoyed it just so much. I absolutely enjoyed playing the whole thing. It was so much fun. Let's see, where are we going? Don't know. Let's see, we could come up here maybe. There. Get out of there. Okay. We can find some high ground up here. It'll be nighttime? Maybe. Not sure. Oh, I still have my bed. Good. Whew. I was worried. Wrong one. I'm not going to sleep in the boat. I'm not a maniac. Oh, I sleep in a bed. Okay, so we have to wait a little bit. So what was after Road 96? After Road 96 was a game called When the Past Was Around. And again, this is sort of a coming-of-age story where you end up falling in love. You're a young woman, you end up falling in love, and the person you fall in love with ended up being really sick, like terminally ill, and you have to try to go through and help them with it. It's a really deeply thoughtful game. It's a very interesting, thoughtful game. Pig, get out of here. What are you doing? It's a super interesting game. I enjoyed it quite a bit, like very much so. I enjoyed it a lot. And then I played a game called Rainswept. And Rainswept was by a single Indian developer. You're an investigator, a police investigator, and you go to town to investigate what looks like potentially a murder-suicide, but you're not so sure. The police chief and the police squad thinks it's open and shut case, but they are from a small town and they don't have the experience that you do. So you end up having to interview everybody. The police chief cops a really major attitude because he thinks you're going to screw up. He thinks you're going to screw up the tourist attraction that's coming up. It's a really interesting game. The mystery is interesting. I'm pretty sure I solved the mystery. It was weird. It was very odd who did it. But I'm reasonably sure I solved the mystery, which is good. That's good. I like solving mysteries, right, Mr. Pigo? Yeah. So after Rainswept was a game called Subsurface Circular. And the reason I chose this game was because Subsurface Circular is by a developer who developed a game called Thomas Was Alone. And if you haven't played Thomas Was Alone, I did not play it on my channel. I played it long before my channel. And you're just a geometric block Thomas. And I think that it's implied that you're sort of sentient AI, and you go through these different things and you meet other geometric blocks, and it legit made me cry. Like, it legitimately made me cry when Thomas ended up being alone. Like it was really, it's hard to describe. You should absolutely pick it up without hesitation. And Subsurface Circular was great. You're a robot and you're trying to investigate some shenanigans, but you're only on the subway and you're interviewing other robots. It's real. I think you interview some people too. It's really fascinating. It's really cool. It's such a great game. What did I play next? That'll have to wait for the next video. Thank you so much for sticking around with me in this playthrough of my 4th anniversary special, where I am going through and reviewing every single game I played while chilling in peaceful Minecraft. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time for another video. See you next time.